Hello and welcome to the Big Brain Podcast, episode 12. It is me, Ronov, joined by Sneaky Thief and Rendo.
Where's your camera? Tell the audience, where's your camera?
It's packed away, lads, because I've been moving very, very soon, hopefully. So
Where are you moving to? You don't have to say like full details. Are you moving up, down, left, or right?
So do you want my coordinates for the new?
Send the coordinates.
Yeah, send the coordinates.
Send the coordinates. So hopefully, 3 doors down.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
Believe it
fair
or not.
enough.
Yeah.
As long as it's
Bigger house.
nice,
Bigger house.
who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're still sorting out some few things, but I've decided to start like decluttering. You know, and just getting rid of a lot of shit. So I just packed away a lot of stuff, and then obviously, as I've packed away my big bag of computer things, I've realized, oh shit, my camera's in there, and then didn't realize it until like the end of the thing. But I have some good news, gentlemen.
Oh, go on.
I like good news.
By the time this podcast is out, our episodes will be on Spotify.
Woo! We'll be on Spotify hopefully by this point. So yeah, we'll try and leave a link at some point, either in the comment section or in the description, so you can check it out on there. But let's have a round of applause, guys! Congratulations! Yeah,
Big moves.
Big
So
moves.
it's taken me a while to figure it out, but I have figured it out. I've already created our profile and stuff, and we're ready to start uploading. So by the time people do start watching or listening to this lovely episode, they will be able to pop over to Spotify and.
Nice. I'm actually quite happy about that. That's brilliant. But I'll tell you what isn't brilliant. It's Beaulo. He's retiring.
No, it is good.
Well, it is good for him.
He's having a kid. He's had a kid. So
yeah, I know. That's great. That's great. It's sad for the community because we were.
How selfish.
Now, on a real, I am very happy for him for prioritizing his family. We all are happy. It's just sad because he's one of the best players to ever step foot in the game, and at the end of the day, family's got to come first, and all we say is we'll happily support that. But it's getting into the transfer window now. We're seeing a lot of transfers, but that was the biggest one because I didn't expect him to I don't know. I thought he was going to try and balance it out, but it makes sense that he just. Hangs out.
I can imagine it'd be a nightmare to do that with a kid, though.
Especially a newborn. Oh god.
Obviously, yeah, you got to travel around the world as well, and put all them hours into being with your team, playing with your team. You
got to think about the hours of scrims, fucking all that stuff, and
it's
like not as if you can just pause a scrim, can you?
No, you can't.
Sorry guys, my son needs feeding. Give me a minute. You know what I mean? Sorry. You just type to the other team, hey guys, baby is awake, need to go put her back.
BRB.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the most important thing is they are happy with the decision. Everyone's happy, and he gets to spend time with his family, and that's the most important thing in life. I think the thing that we need to realise as we get older, as I'm getting sentimental here, is that family is the number one priority.
What a wholesome way to start the episode.
I know.
He's literally won life, pretty much.
He's done it. He's done everything. He's won the tour. He's become a world champion. He's one of the best players in the world. He's got a great family. He's just got
plays games for a living.
It's like he's completed it. He's completed it.
Yeah.
Lucky.
There we are. Well, another big move was Spoit, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's officially left M80.
Thank fuck for that.
Doesn't surprise me considering the mess of the Six Invitational.
I swear, we spoke about it last episode, and we literally questioned. I think, I'm not sure if this is just in my head, but I said to you, "Do you think Beaulo should leave?" And I also said, "Do you think Spoit should leave M80?"
Yeah, and then both of them came through. Literally, the Beaulo thing was a shock to me because he just uploaded it as a vlog, and it was.
I saw it coming, the Beaulo thing.
But to be fair, it makes sense when you look at it properly. But that was kind of I thought he'd be retiring a little bit later.
I'm kind of glad about the Spoit thing though, because he's a really good player on a mediocre team.
I do agree, and there are reports again.
That's what I said to you. I said, do you think his team's holding him back?
Yeah, I think they are, but they have made changes. But now, and again, this is rumors. All right, we're getting into transfer rumors here. Is that there's a potential that he is going to go to Shopify Rebellion, which is at the moment,
Ooh.
besides the unwanted team, the best squad in America. Like full stop, they are the best team in America, besides the unwanted team that are looking to go to Cloud9 supposedly. So that would be a huge, huge transfer. I thought he'd go back to EU, but if he goes to Shopify, dude, that team would be unstoppable.
Who's in that team? Is
So
Liam Gibbs in that team?
no, it's Canadian who's in the team.
Oh yeah.
So and it's the guys from Sonics, and they were one of the best teams in America. Then they dominated the American scene for like nearly a whole year. They were that good. They're that good of a team.
God damn.
So
God damn.
yeah, it's a huge. It would be a huge acquisition if that was to happen. We got like a couple of things that I am seeing right now. We have Kobe, who was part of the Dark Zero squad. He's left as well. There's talks of him maybe joining. I think a Cloud9 potentially. I'm not too sure. Again, these are all just rumors. And does anyone remember Citizen? The British.
Yeah, of course. Ben, his name is.
Ben, yeah.
Fellow Ben.
There's another Ben. He is.
Yeah.
There is rumors going around that he is likely to join Dark Zero.
Okay.
So we got 3 Brits in Dark Zero already. You know.
I've not seen Citizen play in a while. I remember last time I saw him play was in G2. He's a bit of a fragger, wasn't he?
He's statistically one of the best fraggers in the game.
Is he still that fragger role, is he?
Yeah. So what happened was he went from G2 to Sonics, and that was the one where Canadian later went to, right? And he did pretty well, and then he got signed up to M80, and he was with Spoit and Kino as well, which was quite a stacked roster, but he ended up leaving. Now Spoit's left, but there's chances that he may end up going towards Dark Zero, and I think that's a really good pickup. If you're gonna, lose a good fragger in Beaulo, who can play a lot of good roles, I think Citizen is the key, because he's like the British version of Shaiko, and that's a big thing to say, but I'm genuinely serious. When you watch him play, he is so good at the game. He's
bit of a statement, isn't it?
It's a big statement.
Just said that.
I'll big that boy up. He's so good at the game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do we have anything else to say on the big moves, or is there something else going on?
At the moment, it's a bit quiet at the moment, and I really want more.
You're more clued in than both of us, probably.
Yeah, I've got literally. I'm looking on Twitter, and usually on my feed, on my actual YouTube account feed, I end up seeing these transfer rumors that go around. So there's a couple of things that are interesting, but at the moment we don't know. There is one other thing. Before we move on, the BDS squad is rumored to be completely different. So not Elims. So obviously,
I thought BDS is completely pulling out.
Apparently not. With this rumor going around, they are just letting go of the old squad that literally were the best team in the world for like the whole year. So Bride would potentially be gone. Uzes, Solotov, and Leaky Fact will go in place for a couple of other people. One of them being Virtue.
Right. Okay.
It's a rumor again, so I'm not too sure what the decision would be cost. Maybe it's cost effectiveness, because they could be demanding a lot more money. I'm not too sure, but that's potentially what it was. Let me see if I can actually get the BDS lineup from R6 Twitter. Just give me a second here, lads, because this is quite a normal one. Let me have a look. Bit of a silence here, but it's just. I won't lie. It's just something I'm a little bit like. It just took me.
One thing
I'll
mention is that this season will be the longest season we've had in Siege, because it's 98 days on the Battle Pass.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. So the Battle Pass has been added an extra 20 days, because obviously this will be the only season before Siege X.
Yes. Oh god, my voice. Oh god.
So basically, how I'm viewing it is the battle pass is a countdown to CJX.
Yeah, they usually will do.
Yeah,
I was actually gonna say, while I'm looking for this information, we can just move on and just say, has anyone like got any thoughts on the new season so far that we've now played it? It's been about roughly just under a week, and I have some thoughts. Personally.
Okay.
well, there's nothing to really say. It's basically the same as last season, apart from you just have a
That's true.
tiny little bit of
No,
new
I,
content.
I do agree, but I've had problems with the sound audio more so than previous seasons. I feel like the audio is a bit all over the place. But I will say, DirectX 12 actually is good for me.
Yeah, do you know what? Same. It's actually surprisingly running very, very smooth.
I was
There's the
actually
one.
so worried, and they actually fixed it. So kudos. See what I did there?
Yeah, mine seems to be okay. And yeah, the sound is another thing. I've heard people say it's better
It's
this
weird.
season.
I've switched from these headphones because, well, the guys on Spotify won't see, but look at the state of the ear cups now. Like I've had these for about 4 years, and they're
Mm.
starting to tear apart. Like these are getting a bit old, so I've moved more to like these in ears, and they've improved things a lot more. But even then, there are times where the sound is, for me at the very least, just not been so great. I don't know if it's just me or because I have had one of the other guys that we play say the same thing. That sound can be a bit weird on this.
Yeah, I feel like I can hear stuff a lot louder.
Okay.
I wouldn't say in a good way
Mm.
or a bad way. Just yeah, I feel like it is different. But I just don't. I don't know.
Okay.
Might just be placebo.
I think it might just be that. Yeah.
Even though it's the new sound update's not actually meant to be out yet until next
Yeah. Next season
season.
with the CJX, but like
Yeah.
everything so far has been running good. I expected it to be basically just the same. You know, we're the main priority for like right now is just to get CJX like showcased. There's a couple of things like what will be featured, but I won't state because at the end of the day, these are rumors, and this is quite close to like we don't want to spoil anything. One thing,
Spoiler free zone.
but what I will say is, 13th of March, will be a day after this podcast. I think the next episode will just be us like dissecting what we know from the showcase. And
Yeah, so that would have happened by the next episode. So
yes,
yeah, the next episode.
yeah, that
Yeah.
yeah, just a yeah. There's so
I'm
much that
just
I still.
processing it. Yeah.
It's just I'm very excited, and a lot of the time now, it's just that I want to get to this event to just see what they've done because if the DirectX 12 works now and it works pretty well, I imagine the game should actually run fairly better. Well, not better, but you know what I mean. It should run pretty smooth come CJX's
Mm.
launch. But other than that, like, it's just one of those ones where I just want to see the game in itself.
Yeah, you've got me pretty excited because I had no idea the showcase was 3 hours long, which
Three
is
hours.
insane.
That is huge. And I thought, oh, they're going to show it at the Six Invitational, like tease us with like what we got throughout the year with a bit of CJX gameplay. No, they're doing a full 3 hour showcase.
Well,
Full
you
three
think
hours.
about it, it's a complete new scale to Rainbow Six Siege. So I
Mm,
would imagine they were going to do some massive reveal for it because
yeah.
it's a big. Like I know it's not Siege 2 and it's just a change in directory, but at the same time, it's a big change.
Yeah. It's
Like
that's what
big,
it
big
is.
change.
It's a massive change that it's done in a way where you don't have to pay extra money for a sequel or download a different executable. It will be just replacing old Siege, which I think is for the best. The engine's getting a bit old. And we're seeing
It's
some.
about time. It was
Uh,
always like spoken about, wasn't it?
yeah,
Like new engine is needed and whatnot.
we've spoken about that for years. Like we always said,
Mm.
and even I was like one that was like, I'm not too sure. But now I feel like we've gotten to a point where a lot of things I could definitely just go, yeah, you're right. We need a new engine at this rate. But
Yeah.
they've done. I think they've done it the best way possible so far from what I've seen from the teaser.
Yeah, so that'll be coming out Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So in how long? 4 days?
Ooh, 4 days. Literally 4 days.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
long now. Oh my god, not long now. I'm really excited.
The next day after this pod comes out, actually.
Literally the next day after this
Yeah.
pod. It depends. I don't know what your work schedule is going to be like. I'm going to aim to stream it because
When does it start?
it says it starts at 10 a.m. Pacific. I'll have to double check, but I think it's around 6 p.m. UK time.
No.
Oh, 6
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Did you
Sorry.
say?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'll be at work.
You have to
No.
you have to watch it while you're on an hour, and then you have to travel home, and then there'll still be an hour and a half.
Yeah, 10 a.m. PT.
I think so.
So convert to UK. Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. This is just. I think.
That's saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
6.
Yeah, 6. I'm not too sure. Again, I'd have to just double check the if there's a. Oh, here we go. Wait. Oh no! All right. Oh wait. No. This is all good. This is. Nope. All right. So take that back. It's a bit shit. Sad news, guys. It's not 6 p.m. I've literally just looked on the Discord, official Discord of Rainbow Six.
It's 5, isn't it?
It's 5. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's so.
Fuck you,
GG. It's over.
I thought it was 6 because that's typically how it's done, but I had to be sure because the Discord usually will actually have the correct times because they're officially with the people that work on the game. That sucks.
What do you think they'll like go over in the showcase? Do you reckon? Like, what do you think we will expect to see?
I think we're gonna get a new game mode. When I was breaking down the trailer, I'm thinking that we're gonna get a new game mode, possibly permanent at this rate. And the only way I can see that is with the map that we got, like, you know, the little split shot that we got of basically the warehouse, and you see what I think is Pulse like walking around with the helicopter.
Oh yeah.
So there's no other areas in the game that does that. Pulse would never be allowed outside of the map zone with the constraints at all.
There was another clip as well of, was it Sledge and Capcan
Yes.
clearing corners outside?
Yeah. I think that's to do with like in-game cinematics linked to either the new game mode or an integration of the story into the actual game a lot more. Like, I think we're going to get to a point where the lore of the game is going to get more linked into the game. Like how they do it with, like how Fortnite do it, right? So they do like their little events, but they won't put it in like the main modes. They'll actually implement them with like more frequent PvE content and probably integrate that a bit more, I think.
Fortnite, yeah, it's a little bit of that. And then they also actually do, because I only recently started playing Fortnite, but even in like the PvP game mode, you'd have like these little mini events, which is pretty cool.
I don't
like
know
Godzilla sort of coming down and
yeah, I don't think that will happen in the main mode. I think that will happen in like a new mode where they can experiment and really push the lore. Because
talking with Siege now.
Talking about Siege, yeah. Because in the main mode, it's got to keep competitive. You know, it's a 5v5. I think the way they will do it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
Is similar to Valorant, where they will change like decor around the map to signify events that happen in the game or events that coming up. Which I think, like, we've already seen the Siege X like logo plopped around 5 maps specifically.
We have actually seen environment changes, very minor though, like with Skyscraper being damaged after that sort of Deimos cinematic.
Oh no, that was Tower. Yeah.
Tower, that's it. Yeah, after he shoots down the the top.
That's it. Yeah.
So yeah, we see that's happened on a minor scale. I wonder if we'll get more of that in
think
future.
They will. I genuinely think they will. I think we will actually get more tidbits how they put it in there.
I really hope. On the duo podcast me and Sheldon did, I mentioned this, and I'm going to mention it again because for Benjamin here.
Yeah, God.
I really want to. The way they've promoted Siege X on the maps is how I want them to do it with the Invitational and the majors.
Oh yeah.
So you know how it has like a big X and it tells you the date. That the promotion on the maps. I want them to start doing that with the 6 Invitational, the majors.
Yeah, it would
big
be
sticker,
really smart.
big sticker on the wall. I think it just looks. It'd be a lot better, like a poster or or not a poster, but like the way they've done Siege X, but do it with
Yeah,
like the Invitational.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough in the game that notifies people of like major tournaments or anything related to the esports. So anything that can get people to look into that scene would do more wonders, I think. And
It's best kept outside
agreed.
on like building walls where
Yeah,
it's not important.
I think that's
You're
what
still
they'll
gonna
do.
see it, but yeah, I don't want it in like bomb sites and whatnot. I don't want
No, no,
any
no,
advertisement in the
no.
No,
building.
I mean, I think the way they did it on Border is perfect. You
Yeah,
know the part where you're coming up to the hole in the wall and it's there, and then in your it's in spawn.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But then you don't
That's
see it
perfect.
again, so
yeah,
that
just
makes.
out the way. It's
It's
not
just
affecting
yeah, it's perfect.
anything. Yeah.
It's a really smart idea. I think they will do more of that going forward. But
Do you
I
think
think
they'll do more advertising in
oh yeah,
game?
definitely. Not the
I
Not
also
in
want
terms
night
of
maps to come back.
what in terms of though? What are you trying to insinuate?
what
Like what?
me?
Yeah, you said in terms of what? I was going.
Oh, what was I saying?
Do you think there'll be more advertising in the game? Which I said, yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. So in terms of like selling a product,
No, that would be dumb.
No,
because that would be a
No,
dark day
that would be
no, I
no.
don't. I don't
where
think they'll.
you're repelling into sight or whatever, and there's a Assassin's Creed Shadows coming out soon.
No, that's stupid. That I just think
Or
That'd
that's
be
you're
so
repelling
lame.
into a window and then it just pauses the game to tell you about the trailer plays.
Little pop up,
Yeah,
little
like it
pop up.
put no, not even that. It just goes, "We'll be back to your game after the break." And it's
You
just
know,
a
EA
big
was trying to
fucking.
do that as well. Like in some of their games, they were like, let's just put in-game poppable ads, like in games like Apex Legends and Battlefield, where literally how they described it in like the high like board meetings is like, you know what? Here's an idea. Let's just pop a little. Let's move the screen a little bit to the side and get an advertisement on your right. That way we can advertise a new game that's either coming out or the microtransactions that you can get in the game. That would be fantastic. It would bring up sales. Stupid fucking way to do
This is
that.
why I don't think it's a stupid sort of question. I reckon there is a possibility of it happening. I don't think it will happen,
There is
but
always a possibility. I
it's
agree.
not off the board. Like these massive like companies, they love getting just a little bit of cash from
Yeah,
anything.
I know.
Obviously, they're getting money from advertisements. So yeah, just anything to squeeze in these little ads. I think Ubisoft even done it at some point.
I mean, I tried to do it with NFTs a little bit.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, like how they tried to squeeze in the NFTs. Like actually, when you're going around in the game, they're like, I think there was like a little pop up saying, "Oh, so you can get this NFT." Like pause the game, like in Ghost Recon, to say you can get this NFT, which is just the dumbest
Jesus.
thing you could ever do. Which is why it got backlash as much as it did.
Yeah, and then fucking Big Dog at Ubisoft was like, "Yeah, no, that wasn't a bad idea. It's just the customers that aren't thinking with an open mind or whatever. Some bullshit like excuse, blaming it on the customers
I
that it
know.
was a bad idea.
And that's the
Just
last thing you want
oh,
to do is blame your consumers. You need to get them
idiot.
on the side. But I think at the moment they cannot afford to do stuff like this. They just can't. You know, Ubisoft. We still have to remember that Ubisoft are looking to go back to being a private company and be acquired by a bigger organization like Tencent. So they really need to make sure that their value is still up high. Like Siege is already like looking very very strong with Siege X. Now they got Assassin's Creed Shadows and how that's got to perform. Like I don't think they're willing to take the risks at the moment because they're not. They're under a lot more pressure as a public
Yeah,
company.
yeah. I've got a question.
Go on.
Do you think we're gonna expect to see? Obviously, we've got CGX coming out, well, in a few months,
Yeah, pretty much.
and that's going to be a big thing, new content and whatnot. It's going
Mm-hmm.
to be a good time for Siege, hopefully.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but I'm thinking going forward from that point, obviously they had a large portion of the team work on CGX for the past like 3 years.
Mm,
They're going to get more resources now as like a core team
mm.
working all together again instead of working on the CGX
Yeah,
side project. Like, there's going to be a lot more resources into the base game now. Are we going to expect to see quality going from CJX to sort of Rise a lot more than what we've seen in the past year?
That's a good question. I'm not
Why
too.
did you have to come with all professional like? All right, It's too early for this. For this.
I mean,
I worded it so like
so professionally, it's so formal.
professionally, but what I'm saying is, do you think Siege will get better going from CJX because the team
Yes.
is
Yes,
getting together again?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. You say, Rendell.
I think with the like you mentioned, the manpower going into it, it's obviously going to get better, and I hope that they actually reply to tickets
Oh,
as
Oh
well,
wow.
because that's something that needs to be dealt with as well. But no, it should get better because like Ben mentioned, the manpower. There's going to be more people onto the base game of things. The one thing that I want to be improved is what content we get in seasons.
Okay.
yeah,
Because yeah, okay, this season's a write off, understandable,
Yeah.
but
mhm,
there's been other seasons where it's like there's just been like fuck all.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. So this is what I'm saying. Like, do you think there's a possibility of 2 operators a season again?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Probably not.
No.
No. I think they'll focus on probably is what I think will happen is we're not going to get as many operators anymore because we're getting towards the 100 mark, and I think they're going to focus on trying to diversify operators because we're going to start getting copy and paste. I mean, we kind of already are a little bit with certain like we Solus. Let's just be realistic. Here is IQ on defense. It's just the interactions a lot different, right? So
Yeah,
you're reusing certain ideas.
this is never a bad thing though, because obviously we've had copy and paste like since early days of Siege. Like even
Mm-hmm.
Kaid, it's just Bandit,
That's
but
true.
different. It's just they add these characters that could like provide the same sort of functionality as other operators, but you're sort of adding more into the mix. So
Mm.
like there's a sort
Yeah.
of more to counter. So it mixes up the playstyle. It doesn't matter if they do the same
No,
job.
I get that.
If they do it differently, it's still mixing things
I
up.
agree, but the problem is, I just don't think that's their priority at the moment. I don't think they're gonna really go out there with the content. I think for the first year, it's just gonna be like how CS2 was, where there's barely gonna be any content, but they're gonna try and get the game to make sure it's as good as it possibly can be, and then they'll focus on getting more content into the game in terms of like possibly new gameplay features. I think those are the things that are going to end up becoming more and more important. We're going to get I think we're going to get at least 2 to 3 operators a year with one rework until the majority of characters are basically at a certain standpoint. Because again, we got I think reworks that come to mind for me is Alibi, Clash. If the top of my head for attackers, they're usually quite good on attack, but we're getting to a point where I think they'll want to make sure that a lot of operators are reworked and playable, yeah, instead of just being dog shit, you know. Whereas, if they just went and just dumped as much content in, it's great, but we're all going to still complain about the certain gameplay issues that they're going to have. I think they'll focus more on getting the gameplay tightened up. I think there's going to be, that, and then I think we're going to get, 3 operators a season, and then probably back to 4, and then whatever they want to evolve the game with.
We were definitely spoiled back in the day.
Oh yeah, we definitely were. But I think that was also because they knew how. Like, if we looked back at the day, Siege actually performed poorly at launch, very poorly, and
Yeah.
they needed to bring the player base into the game. So this was a very, very good move. Just spoil us with so much content that people wanted to get back into the game and keep playing and keep playing. But now that's taken away. We want that back. But realistically, in order to maintain a game and go for what you want to go for, it's more sensible just to limit on content and focus on actual quality of that content now.
Yeah, I think a good combo would be maybe a new operator
Mm-hmm.
and then a slight sort of rework in one of the maps,
Oh
or
yeah,
maybe a new map and then a slight rework in one of the operators.
yeah. I think that's
And then
perfect.
they just sort of go side by side. So you're getting something to do with a new map and then something to do with an operator as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have to be new operator, new map. It could be new operator, rework of a map or new map rework. Did I just say that?
Yeah, he's lost his. Even I'm lost, but I get what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a perfect balance actually, because there are a few maps that I would like to see reworked. Personally, I like to see Canal reworked because it's a bloody pain to play around on defense. I would like
Canal's
it.
been reworked
I know, and it's still a pain to work.
twice.
I like Canal.
I don't like it.
Wait, is there any maps that haven't been reworked yet
Ooh,
that are in ranked currently? Apart from the new ones like your Emerald Plains and
Mm,
Outback got reworked,
are
CAF
we
got reworked,
are we gonna
Chalet got reworked, Oregon got reworked. What else got fucking reworked?
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse got reworked?
Oh, that's true.
Bank is the only one that technically didn't get reworked. It
I
got an update.
I think if any map gets reworked, it'll probably be Clubhouse because that's the most longest standing rework. As in, that was the first rework that they
I
did.
don't think they should rework Clubhouse. It's just such a
Club,
good map.
I
But
think what would
knowing
be good.
Ubisoft, they will. Do you know what I mean? But I personally, I want night maps to come back.
That would be quite cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. As long
I
as
wouldn't be opposed to a Clubhouse rework because it's a balanced map, but I feel like even with maps like that, you need a slight change just to mix it up a little bit.
that's true.
Just to mix up. Because otherwise, attacking is the same throughout all the years, defending is the same throughout all the years. It just doesn't change.
It has changed slightly because people are coming up with new strategies. But I get what you mean. It feels, to the majority of players that play the game, a bit stale, which I get. I still am the firm belief when I watch like professionals play, I would agree, but more recently we have started to see like teams try different things. But I would say probably Bank will end up maybe being reworked quite a bit because that's one of the only maps that's not been touched ever, and it's been out for like since launch. I think it's not been touched.
We need a petition to get rid of Consulate.
I don't mind Consulate.
I don't like Consulate
no.
either.
I actually don't mind it.
Fucking terrible. Get it gone.
I actually don't mind it. I'm gonna do a hot take because I know people are gonna. I know how people's thoughts are.
Hold on, Ben. Let me just get my hand ready for the backhand. All right. Go on. Say what you're gonna say.
Your takes are terrible. Gone.
That's all right. I prefer new Consulate to old one.
It's not bad.
It's not a bad take. It's not a bad take.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. You know it now. You know it now.
I genuinely thought it was gonna be another one of those Cade S tier takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Cade is S tier, but we're gonna move on from
that. No, he's not. I will argue with this the whole time. You roam with Cade. How can he be S tier?
I actually did a really good roam with Cade on Bank. Ben can back me up on this one.
For all the Spotify listeners and for all the YouTube watchers, can I just explain something to you once? I was once in a game with these gentlemen right here, and we were nicely doing, and the wall was being, taken. I was like, Sheldon, where are you? We need the wall to get done. And he's on the top fucking floor, spawn peeking out a window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was one of them.
That's arcade.
That's arcade. But on a real, I mean, there was no one that was playing top floor, and Ben was just like, I need someone to come with me. And I was like, oh, no one's gonna go, so fuck it. I'm gonna take on the roam game, and it actually went out really fucking well. So
yeah,
he's just like, I don't know how I feel about it, but he knows it worked, and it got us.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't have, but it did. I made it work. Okay, so that's my real hot take. Cade is S tier, hands down. I will fight this to the grave. But Consulate, I think the new Consulate is good enough.
The old one was, it was hard.
The old one was, in my opinion, I just couldn't enjoy it as much.
No, it was just, there was a set way of playing it. Again, it's just those metas that just fall into place that never change. It was, if they're upstairs, then you just repel windows. You repel the two CO windows. You repel connector window. You have one bathroom, and you've literally got lines of sight everywhere to plant. And then if they're downstairs in garage, all you have to do is get the wall, and you've got an easy plant.
Oh yeah.
And then you play post plant.
Because the garage wall was like literally facing an actual ramp, so you literally could just hide behind a car on a dude. That was so bad.
There was such a long line of sight, and the only counter to that was if a defender went up to CO windows to see if they could pick anyone off.
Yeah.
But you'd have someone watching that anyway, so it was just hard to counter that.
I think like Consulate, I don't mind. Bank's definitely gonna get reworked at some point. I can just feel it, and I know you don't like Bank. I don't mind Bank actually, but I feel like it is time to get it, adjusted. I want to see what they can do with it. Coastline is also another map where it's not been reworked, just slightly tweaked.
Leave Coastline alone. Leave Coastline alone. Do not say anything about Coastline. Leave it alone. Coastline is perfect. It is beautiful. It does not need anything to happen to it. Leave Coastline alone.
I could just
Leave
see
it alone.
It's a strong word. Perfect is a strong word.
He's just like, shut up. Shut up.
Leave Coastline alone. But I will say, the only thing I'll change about Coastline is I'll turn it into a night map.
I say
You love your night maps.
I need them to come back. Bro, they were so good.
Yeah, because the visual... Right, so here's what I'd say for night maps. If it goes along the lines of how they do it in Stadium 2020, perfect. But because it was so dark and some of the character operators were literally dressed up in black, it was so hard to see them. And there was...
That just sounds like a skill issue.
Excuse me? The fuck you say,
It was
mate?
baffled at that. He had no words.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Nah.
Yeah, I don't know. Coastline's a weird one.
It's very fraggy.
It's like attackers. Yeah, it's attacker sided.
There's so many options you got for like attacking Coastline that for defenders it feels very. It's just so unique because you literally, as a defender, you have to be just fragging out. You have to always get the upper hand in picks in order to have a stand a chance. Whereas for an attacker, you can lock down so many avenues, just either from the roof, watching from the staircase. It's easy to set up and execute. Whereas defenders, you basically have to control all areas, and even then, there's so many ways that an attacker can get in. It can be very stressful. It's very stressful, but I don't mind it. I think it's a good map. But
I will say the Coastline version 1 is better than the one we've got now.
I can't remember
is it the one where the DJ wall is actually a window? Because that's what I think.
What?
Because remember, so in VIP that wall that used to be a window.
You sure?
Yeah.
No, it was.
Yeah, it used to be a window. I mean, what I would change is I would keep that a wall.
Okay.
Don't bring it, but the windows on the balcony, the double windows, I'd take one of them away.
Oh, and just make it into a solid wall?
No, I'll just make it into just have one window. I would take both of those. I think having two windows there is a bit too much. You know what I mean? It's a bit too much.
Be railings on those windows, which was just
it used to be railings. It used to be harder to hit people, but I think
so annoying.
But then adding double windows there just gives it to it is attacker sided.
That's what I mean. You're limited in rotating as a defender.
So, like, say for example, you're in Aqua and you want to rotate to do enforced VIP, right? You literally are asking for a death sentence if you're gonna doesn't matter because there's like a platform protecting it a little bit because that platform didn't really used to be there. You can still get shot quite easily rotating from Aqua to top of white. It was basically you're running the gauntlet.
Be legs away.
Yeah.
Be legs away, mate.
Got them out today. It's a lovely
day. So speaking of legs,
get the legs out, boys.
It feels nice here in the UK. We're actually gone through the winter. We survived the winter. It's summer now, and it's so beautiful.
It's summer, and it's March. We've just gone into March.
It feels like summer.
Whenever a British person feels anything above 10 degrees, the barbecue's already out.
Literally, I was chatting with Ben yesterday because we was just playing football, and I said my missus was always shocked that even at 10 degrees, I'd always get my shorts out. She goes, "Why are you getting your shorts out? It's slightly cold." I'm like, "This is perfect weather. It's short weather for us."
Mate, I got burnt yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
No way.
He actually.
The side of my face got burnt.
I was looking at it, he goes,
"Yeah,
I feels like I'm sweating." I was like, "Bro, you're burnt. You need to wear some sun cream next time."
I was kicking the ball about for an hour, and then just on the way home, for an hour after that, my face was just pulsing. It was so hot.
It was so nice. It's so nice this weather, and it's gonna get better. Oh, God.
This is where I pitch the Big Brain Pod Goes Camping. video.
I
video game
I would be down to do some camping. You know,
in the summer.
I can whip up a decent, a bit of grub, on a campfire. I think I could whip up a decent bit of grub for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of
I just think it'd be really funny just watching everyone struggle to put up their own tent and like
I
watching
would do
everyone.
okay putting up a tent because I worked with one of my mates building up a tent, but we worked together building it up. And the worst thing to do when you go camping is to build on solid ground, like literally, like say you're on a bit of ground like grass, but the soil is rock solid. You ain't getting those pegs in. You have to
I think that's common sense.
Yeah, that is common sense, but the problem is if you ain't got any spaces left, we had no choice. So we were like, we're gonna have to force this to work. We wanted
'Cause you're
to.
also going to have a really rough night's sleep as well.
We actually had really good night's sleep. We
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
What he did was, we agreed. He got basically like this. It's like this piece of like, I wouldn't say foil, but it was like this, like bit of object that you just lay upon that gives you a bit of firmness. But
Piece of object that you lay upon.
You mean a bed, Sheldon?
So
no,
descriptive.
not a bed. It's not a mattress. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Please
but
write a book.
I know. I've been such a great author. But it's like it basically allows for heat to basically reflect upon it and give you a bit of warmth, a bit more easily. And then he
It's
had
just tinfoil.
not
Just like that
No, it's not tinfoil.
aluminium like sheet or whatever.
It's aluminum. It's aluminum.
That's American.
Aluminum.
You weirdo.
But no, it was quite nice. We had like a just like pop up cooker that we just had, like one that was operated with gas. Turned it on, made a bit of bacon sandwich, sat on a camp chair, watching the sunset. It was beautiful.
These choices of words.
Popped up,
Operated by gas. Cooked a
operated,
bit of bacon sandwich.
cooked a nice bacon.
What does that mean?
bacon
So, guys, I
sandwich.
made a bacon sandwich the other day, and what I did was I compiled non-fat pig beef and put it on the grill.
Let me be more specific.
Operated by a gas sort of stage.
We had a nice bit of thick Hovis slices, okay, a bit of thick Hovis slice, okay, and then we got some smoked, thick cut back bacon. We laid it out on the cooker. We grilled it away, got the nice temperature, got the right satisfactory taste. Laid out the sandwich for my partner and myself, and ate away. Beautiful sunset. Absolutely.
What do I feel like if Sheldon did the cooking channel and he'd be like, "Well, I grew these vegetables myself," and then he'd just start explaining photosynthesis to everybody, you know?
Yeah. Basically, how these grew
Basically, how
is-
this works.
So listen, science has said that this works. So shut up and listen, please. This is my show, not yours. That's hard.
You
Right?
just described the most like unnecessary parts of a story.
Yeah, I know. But then people will be like, "Oh, I like this part of the story. It's not really necessary, but I like it." You know.
What was you saying before?
Oh God, I forgot. I actually forgot.
Oh, we were talking about camping, weren't we?
Camping.
No, but yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking about the summer, how like it's gotten nice and hot, and then that's when I said, I was like, "Oh, like we need to do the camping video."
Yeah.
I'd actually be burnt like within 10 minutes. Honestly.
You need like a liter of sunscreen for one trip.
A liter
A
of
liter.
sunscreen. Yeah.
Bro, you
The
would
thing
burn.
is, we'd have to figure out where we could do it to where we wouldn't get illegally in trouble.
There are camp spots.
Yeah,
that
there
we can
are spots, yeah.
You just have
And
to.
yeah, not get shot by a farmer.
You just have to realise there's one place that's up here. I think it's just slightly north of Southampton. It's called New Forest.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
It's really
Nice
nice.
place,
It's really
yeah.
nice. You just have to let the horses do their thing when they come through, because
Yeah.
they're part of the property. And if you like touch the horse or attack the horse, you're in trouble.
Why'd you attack the horse?
Some people want to shoo the horse away from their tent. Literally,
You attacked the horse, Sheldon.
I would never attack
Was
the
it
horse. I would never attack
the horse is gonna come out the tent? Sheldon's gonna get over and go, "You fucking want some?"
no.
So,
Right. So
shit
while we was
out of this
camping,
fucking
right,
horse.
we're just watching the horses go through, and there's this one horse that just trots along, looks at a tent, and goes, "Ooh, I wonder what's in this tent today." Sticks his head in, and one of the people that were paid to camp goes, "Shoo, fucking shoo!" And he just looks at him, just goes back and grabs a piece of food and fucks off somewhere else.
Oh my god.
It's like, yep, that's now the horse's food. You just got to let it do its thing.
Horses scare me, man.
Horses are actually quite nice.
Horses scare you when you have a horse.
Yeah.
Just don't piss off a horse.
I can trust this one now. But yeah, just random stranger horses. They're just like unpredictable.
They can be. If
I
you...
have this weird thing where I feel like horses can read your mind.
Why do you say that?
I think they can.
What?
No, I
Where
think
does
they
this
can.
come from?
I think
Please.
horses are higher intellectual beings
All right, please.
that we've not discovered yet.
Please explain how you came upon this fascinating subject in your mind.
Basically, I have a partner who has a horse,
Right.
and I've studied and analysed this horse throughout time, and they're just very strange creatures, and I feel like, I don't know, they just kind of creep me out a little bit. It's like, I feel like you know what I'm thinking about right now,
Okay.
Joey.
Okay.
And it's just like staring back at me. And yeah, I'm like, yeah,
Maybe it
you
just
know what I'm thinking about.
maybe it just looks at you as like, ah, you're my owner's friend. Hello, and carries on with its day.
No, they're smart. They're
What,
smart
what
beings.
would you do one day if you went into his little kennel like on your ones? He just stands up, stretches his back, and goes, "Hey, what's up, man?" and just walks off. He's like back 2 legs. Oh, Jack Horseman style, just gets up and goes, "Oh yeah, what's going on?"
Yo,
man?"
what's up, bruv?
Hey, listen,
they're
keep
weird.
this between me
And
and you. Don't
speaks
tell
perfect
her, right?
English as well. It's not like just like trying to put words together. It goes, yeah, what's
Hello
up?
there. Hello there, Benjamin.
I've been expecting you in this kennel.
And he just opens the fridge, cracks the beer open.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're weird. They're weird creatures. Overall, I'd give them a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10 on the weird scale, yeah.
No, just in general.
Oh,
I just think they're solid animals.
all right.
Yeah.
Such a weird thing to go through.
It goes, they creep me out, but so did animal. No, I
Solid
mean,
animal, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
like
basically,
that
like,
it
he's
goes
only
me.
saying this just in case Joey can hear him.
Yeah,
Read
exactly.
his mind. This is what he's been
He's
I
talking
don't know
about.
the
So he's
range
trying
on
to-
that thing as well. Like, he could actually hear me now.
He could just be like, what the fuck did this boy say to me?
That little bitch is talking about me.
I will find you. In fact, when you come back, we're going to have a discussion with my fucking hoof up your face.
No, they are really smart though. Just
No, I
disclosure.
know, like, horses are quite smart, but I don't know if they can read your mind, per se, but...
Can you imagine if they had hands?
Oh,
So
God.
instead of hoofs, they're just like
I
hands
think that would just
laid
be
out
creepy.
flat.
That just creeped me out. Because there's, like, these mammals that have, like, they're very similar where they have, like, their like, paws or whatever that look pretty much like hands, and I'm just like, ugh, that looks creepy as
What?
fuck. Like
What animals have hands for
not
paws?
not hands, but they look like hands, if that makes any sense. Like, let me see if I can get a picture of a platypus.
Yeah. A platypus?
Yeah, platypus.
I don't think I've seen a platypus's hands before.
Or like, platypus.
Hands. Platypus hands. Oh yeah.
You see what I
They
mean?
kind of got. Yeah, they kind of got little.
Like, they're not exactly
fingers.
like hands, but you see they got like, oh god, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute though.
No, that kind of terrifies me a little bit. But then again, anything can easily
What?
terrify me at this day and age. Especially like, for example, anything that has more than 4 legs. Nah, can't do it. Just can't do
I
it.
thought you was going to do some mental segue there back to Siege.
Well, I've got nothing to go back
Yeah.
to go back to Siege.
I thought that was going to be crazy.
I would be impressive. That would be impressive.
Yeah, I've got some news.
Oh, okay.
Not personal news. It's Among Us 3D. It's coming out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, played the demo yesterday. That was pretty fun.
Oh, so fun. I really
Yeah.
enjoy it. I just love it. It's like, it's just exactly what I want Among Us to be. And like, yeah, it's so much fun. Especially now that they've got voice chat properly into the game. Never was
Yeah.
a thing before. Now
I don't know why you can't have that in the top-down view of Among
Have you
Us.
played Repo yet?
They have.
Yeah,
They
And
have.
it's fucking. It is brilliant.
it's
The
so
funniest-
good.
Did you do the text to speech?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen those
it's so
TikToks. I've seen those TikToks of those text to speech. It goes, scream.
I put lol 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 lol, and it's
Yeah,
just
I did
Ro
that
going,
too.
lol, lol, lol.
Oh,
Yeah, and you pick up like these random items, and they like change your voice as well.
that's actually quite...
Have you had that yet?
Have you had that?
I have only played it briefly, but I haven't played it properly. I only played it for like an hour or so with a few other people. But yeah, we're gonna do it like a proper session soon.
Yeah,
Because
oh,
it's
it's
like a
brilliant.
proper, like it is a horror game first and foremost. It terrifies the shit out of me, and I can't do well with horror
It's
games.
actually not that scary. I
Is it
would say
not?
Lethal is probably more scary.
Yeah, Lethal is a fair bit scary, but it's also funny with what you can do in the game.
Yeah, the only thing I've been doing recently is my 2 weeks of Minecraft is due. So
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
I love that.
That's
I
fair.
need
Little
to,
Minecraft phase. I always
yeah,
love that.
I need to start up a little.
I was
A
surprised you
little
You
haven't
do
done.
server.
normal.
Huh?
Do you do more
Do
normal
you
or
do
modded? Modded. Modded.
modded?
I
Modded.
don't know how to do modded, so I'm just gonna start a normal one like a realm, and
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm surprised
Okay.
you haven't done
Yeah.
a modded Minecraft playthrough yet, Ben.
I did.
When
I
did
did
you do?
do one episode.
Yeah, but that was ages ago, wasn't it? Or was it not that long
It was
ago?
quite a while ago. It
hold
was
on, is this the big brain pod opening the one crossover?
oh, I'd be
Oh,
down for that. Like
I'd
if we
be
had
down.
multiple people playing.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'd be
wouldn't mind
down.
doing that. I'd just be mocked for building a dirt house.
Yeah, and I'd nuke it.
Yeah, you would. And I'd just be like, that's my fucking procession. That's all I had. I'm a simple man with simple needs. Nah.
Yeah, no, I did do a little series of Minecraft, modded
Yeah, I
Minecraft,
remember.
and I done one episode, and that was it.
Yeah, I was expecting more, but oh well. I mean, at the moment, I'm just really into Siege. Playing a bit more Due Process as well, since that game is so much fun to play. And
Yeah, I'm so happy for the rise of due process. It's
they've
going well
now
at the moment.
they've now discounted the price. It's now $8.50,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
even
So the
cheaper.
sale ended, was under £1, so that's 70p. That ended, but they've reduced the price overall, so it's not as expensive as it used to be.
It's actually quite a decent value for your money, I'd say. $8.50 is quite
Yeah,
good for what you get.
yeah. No, it's a brilliant game,
Mm.
and I think we spoke about it last time, right at the end. If
Yeah,
anyone hasn't played it,
you
give it a
should.
go. Yeah,
And
it's a lot of fun.
that was before we went off to play football.
Oh yeah,
Oh, should I? Can we
it's
just?
slaughtered.
No, we actually right. Can I just segue into the football a little bit because you know I we had so essentially we were planning to record everything. We got one guy's recording from his GoPro. Ben's didn't work.
Oh yeah, this is what you put on your Instagram story of
Yeah.
2 hours of GoPro footage gone.
Yep. It was gone.
Yeah, I'll be honest, completely honest, guys.
You didn't hit record, did you?
Enough time has passed to stop the lies now.
You didn't hit record.
I didn't hit record.
For fuck's
Oh my
sakes! Why didn't you hit record?
I thought I did. I thought I
There
did.
should be a light that goes on to say you're recording. Did you not notice that?
Oh no, because obviously the GoPro's here.
You could have
I can't
asked me,
look
and
down.
I would say, you just tell
I
me.
didn't think I had to. I just thought it was on.
Right, next
I
time.
know,
Oh my
I
God.
pulled it. I fucking pulled it. That's why
I
was
love
like,
it
he's
because I
not
was thinking,
fucking
how
on.
have it's got corrupted? Like, did it? You said it died, so I was like, okay.
No, I did genuinely think it was corrupted. It was only a couple of days after I was starting to figure it all out. But basically,
Fuck's sake.
I plugged the GoPro into the computer.
Mhm.
What I do is I like move the footage from the GoPro to, a file,
Yeah.
a folder on the computer, and I started doing it, and then it fucked up. So I was like, okay, this is odd, and then it like froze my entire computer. So
Oh.
like taskbar didn't work, nothing worked. I was like, okay, I'll restart the computer. Restarted. The GoPro didn't pick up then on my computer, so I couldn't even see anything anymore
Okay.
on the computer. So I then had to upload the footage from the GoPro to the cloud to then check the cloud to then download it from the cloud. It was just a whole thing, and then I was like, where the hell is like part one gone? Because it's in two parts. And I was like, okay,
And
part one's gone.
part two is there.
Part two's there.
You
Right,
didn't
okay.
record part one.
And
You fucking.
Part two is not even me. It's like I've given the GoPro to Danny,
Yeah.
who's a lot better. But yeah, I gave it to him. And at the start of the footage, he's like saying, "Is this on?" and it's like him and Jake working out if it's even turned on, and I'm watching it back like,
Oh
fuck,
no!
it wasn't even on. It wasn't even on. Like when I gave it to him, it wasn't on.
Oh my
So
god!
yeah, that's good.
Oh, you numpty. Well, you won't be making the same mistake when we go back for football.
Yeah, the last thing that confirmed it was Jordan's camera footage, who's another guy that we play with. He also has a GoPro. I was watching his footage back, and his camera gets a look at mine. When I'm passing it over, there's no red light. So like confirmed it was not recording.
Can everyone in the comments on YouTube please put what a dickhead in the comments?
No, just put L. Just put an L
No,
in the chat.
put what a dickhead. What a dickhead.
No, I think that was a fair mistake that could have happened to anybody. Yeah.
I will say, when we was playing football, so we started off, honest to God, we started off very strong. Very, very strong. I was actually thinking that my team was going to struggle a bit because some of the players that they had on their team were quite strong in certain aspects. But we did actually very well. We started off the first half with 2-0 up. And I was thinking...
I think there's a good reason for this, by the way.
Go on.
I just got to state, I was the coach.
Oh, here we go.
So, you know, I feel like there was a masterclass of tactics being played. And unfortunately, it came down to the players kind of letting me down in the end.
Right. So let me clarify on this. Okay. So to be fair, we played pretty well. We actually played very well as a team. We understood where our strengths were, and we worked towards that. Now, here's the thing: when I was watching back Jordan's footage of the whole thing, they clocked on with our main weakness was in our defensive line on the fullbacks. Nothing against them, but in terms of pace, they knew they can outpace them. So they started working more of the wing, and they basically made a switch of someone that can integrate with the other two strikers very well, and it became problematic for us. And oh god, it was just so stressful trying to figure out how to get past it. They score, they're getting the confidence back, then we score, then they score, I think another two more, then we score another two more, and it's 10 minutes left, it's 5-3, and I'm thinking, right, please run down the clock, because if we win this, we've done it. We've actually won the whole game. They score 3 goals in 10 minutes. 3 goals.
One in the final minute.
And
it's crazy.
One at the final minute. Literally, it was going to go to penalties.
Yep.
I was so...
A lot of their goals were rebounds, though. So, you know, what can we do?
Exactly, yeah.
They were being saved, but they weren't being...
collected, yeah. But it was, to be fair, they played very, very well. And I said it at the end, like, I was so genuinely fucked off because I felt we deserved to win it. But at the end of the day, they played really, really good football. They took advantage of the rebounds. They deserved the win. Not this time.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
But not next time. I will not accept next time.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to be the coach next time.
I think, honestly, it should be, because we discussed this on the way back home. I definitely think we should do another go with the same teams. Just obviously, we're going to probably miss one player. We'll just integrate him into the other team.
Yeah.
And go again.
We'll see. But yeah, we'll move on because I'm sure not everyone's going to be interested in football chat.
We're going back to Siege, and realistically...
Just to wrap things up, yeah.
Is there any other things that people want to say about Siege X before, you know, the reveal that will be happening in 4 days' time?
I didn't get to answer your question.
Oh.
How my season's been going.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
And it's been going okay. I've, actually.
It's been rough.
I've had, like, the passion to play. Like, I want to play.
Yeah.
And, rank's been a tough start, as always. It always is at the start of the season. But that's fine. It's not, like, put me off or anything.
No.
The only thing is, I can't get any content with the new operator. So that's pretty good.
Because
I've been struggling with that too.
Wait, have you had the same issue? Wait, hold on a minute. So he has an issue where, because he's a Ubisoft partner guy, so he actually gets given the battle pass by Ubisoft to present it as content. He can't get access to the operator at all. It's like not visible.
Yeah, there's a
peak
problem.
times. I've got the operator.
Literally, mine does not appear at all.
He doesn't
I
get
don't
it.
have like the battle pass. I don't have the operator. Yeah,
That's...
I
nothing.
would try if I were you. I would try buying. Does it give you the option to buy the battle
No,
pass?
it doesn't, because he's already acquired it technically.
So I have a question. Have you bought the first tier of the battle pass, or have you activated the first tier? Because it will not give you the operator until you.
Oh no, I've done all that. Yeah,
Yeah, he's done
You've
all
done
that.
so,
It's a bug.
Yeah.
It's actually a bug for him specifically. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, it's fine though. Like, yeah, I don't mind.
Whereas in his alt account that we would play on time to time, it does appear for him. So it's literally a problem with.
Really odd. Yeah, like I can see it in the operator selection screen for my alt, but then on my main it's no option at all.
I think there will be a bug fix that will happen soon, so hopefully it addresses that issue because.
Well, yeah, I saw in this part in the Discord thing, it was a known issue.
Oh.
The team is apparently really swamped at the moment, so yeah,
Okay.
no ETA on it.
That's pretty bad considering that's content that you could be making.
Yeah, for I guess people that are more on Siege content, it'd be bad news. It'd be nice to get a video on the new operator, but I don't really care
because you've got diversity in your content.
Yeah, that due process doing brilliant.
Oh, mate, just it's so cool seeing the developers actually communicate with you through your videos.
Yeah,
it's really, really cool.
We'll talk about that another time because I think
we are
Mr. Ren's got to go.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
I do have to. I have to leave with haste.
That's fine.
Great taste.
But
Fair
for all of the listeners, go to Spotify. I have sorted it. I'm gonna need that dog click by the way, Sean.
That's so exciting.
The one to Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye everyone.
Mwah,
Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much.
See you
for watching.
later.
Take care, people. Bye bye. Bye bye.